host, friend, amazing girl, Corinne Straight, who's fixing the lighting so she looks extra beautiful. And we are going to talk about why you should follow Project Next and how you can help more people follow Project Next and some of the amazing content we've already put out. It's kind of impressive how many shows we have since we started in mid-December. So, buckle in. It's going to be a short episode and it's all about you joining the movement. How are you doing, amazing girl? I've been spending so much time with you doing lives on TikTok and Instagram. It's been fun.
We've been live since this morning. How fun. What a great way to spend a Sunday morning. And you know what? I'm happy because I'm a gardener. I've got a vegetable garden. I'm doing a ton of landscaping work on my house right now. And but it's raining. And so I'm not losing any outdoor time. So I'm not antsy to get out.
Good. Yeah. I was like, how about if we also do this? And what about this? And you're like, okay.
I'm fine. No, it's raining and it's crappy and it looks like it's going to rain all day. So today's not going to be a yard work day for me. Maybe not. But
do you want to know what happened? Yeah, we live by Louisville, Kentucky, you all. And we had the Derby yesterday. And I'm not normally that big into the Derby, but I do like the fashion. I love fashion. So I like the hats and the outfits and stuff. So anyway, my twins come home from kindergarten and they have hats, Derby hats that they've made with paper, and they have a horse picked out that they've colored. They've researched what horse is in the Derby and they know the name and the number. And so Adeline had picked number 3 something Gambit, Final Gambit, and then Asher had picked like the favorite Sandman, which was a pretty like white horse, and it was named after a Metallica song. And so Chris thought it would be fun to we don't normally gamble, but he put $5 on a horse, so we all got to pick a horse for the Derby, and he accidentally messed up and put double $5, so he put $10 on one horse. He put $10 on the horse that won. We made money yesterday.
Nice.
I know.
Oh, that's pretty great.
We don't normally gamble, but yesterday we made money on the Derby just because my twins were really excited. Adeline's like, can we go there? Because she loves horses. So she's all into the Derby. She's like, can we go next year? I was like, it's a little expensive, but we can watch it.
Yes, watch it on the TV.
But she's like, and it's close. She's like, I don't understand why we can't go. And when we explained to her we don't have money for it, it's like it doesn't compute. She's like, yeah, I'm not accepting that as an answer.
No. That's and to try it, because to a kid, like $10 is a lot of money. So to say we would spend hundreds, possibly thousands of dollars.
And they got wet. It rained yesterday.
It rained. So
you have to be really rich to get like the dry, comfortable spots. We definitely didn't have that.
No, not getting the dry, comfortable spots.
But anyway, that was so funny that we won money.
Way to go.
And the other one we picked came in second.
Really?
Yes.
And is it just because
you can pick different ways you like gamble, and we just picked first place to just do it really fast. But we could have picked it and made even more money if we would have spent the time. But yeah, sovereignty was the one we accidentally picked $10 on, and journalism was when we picked $5 on. That was second. Adeline's horse got fourth.
That's so cool.
It was so funny. But okay, anyway, so we are here today because we need you all listening to help just spend like 2 minutes promoting Project Next stuff. So if you are on Facebook, thank you. That's our main viewership is Facebook. Besides just sharing our shows, you can invite your friends to our shows. So go to our Facebook page and go to the top, and it'll say like friends or following and message, and then it has 3 little dots. Click the 3 little dots, click invite, and then click invite your friends and click send. And Facebook magically knows who might like it. They don't pick all of your friends. They're like, oh, most of these friends might like Project Next content. That helps us so much. When I have a friend do that, it gets us sometimes, it'll get us 20 to 100 new followers when you all do that. That's how I started Project Next. I invited all of my friends, and most of those people care about me, so they hit accept. And I was like, bam, 700 followers, stuff like that. So, and then also Corinne has her own Facebook called Plots and Politics with Corinne Straight.
Yep.
She just got on there. She's pretty new. She needs help. You all, she has 81,000 followers on TikTok.
Yes.
But then on Facebook, it's like 700 or something. So we need to help her with her
It's
Facebook.
a different platform. It's a different
You could probably travel to like LA today in California and walk around and somebody be like, Corinne Straight, I follow you on
oh
TikTok. Like you're
my gosh.
that famous on TikTok. Um,
And I'm up
but
to like 36,000 or something on
on
Instagram.
Instagram, and you started with just like your regular Instagram,
Oh, like a
a
few
few
hundred.
hundred people. Yeah,
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 like
yeah. It's
friends.
been
Yeah.
amazing watching. It's because your content's so incredible. So yeah,
And I
you're
think,
so awesome.
I mean, and the reason I think that's connecting with people and we are connecting with people is because there's a void and a lot of people feel alone and a lot of people feel ignored. So they want to connect with not only people that, you know, in their community, whether it's Indiana or Midwest, or they want to connect with people that make them feel less like an outsider.
And that's the big lie we see in Indiana. I talk to people almost every day and they say they feel like a blue dot in a red sea, and I'm like, "Well, that's not true."
No.
There's so many people in Indiana that do not like what's happening at our state level, that don't like the extremism, and it's not even Democrats don't like it. A lot of Republicans don't like it too. And so the big thing we're trying to do with Project Next is unite our communities. You do not
Mm-hmm.
have to be a Democrat, or you don't have to be any certain type of person to follow Project Next. The main type you want is unity, community building. Let's make things better. Let's make things better for all people. That's the mission of Project Next. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's hard. Like I legit tell people, because I'm around a lot of Democrats, and I'm like, Republicans are great. Some of my closest friends are Republicans, and they look at me like I'm ridiculous. And I'm like, no, I promise. Well, you can meet them on Project Next. Last week, I had an interview with a Republican cop who's running for sheriff in Floyd County. His name is Jason Kerberg. He's now a friend of mine. We normally text every day now. And he's a legit, really good person. But we've been fed on our media and our news sources that all people that are voting differently than us are terrible.
Yep.
So like he was nervous meeting me. He kind of assumed some things that weren't true about me because of I have Democrat by my name. And I kind of assumed maybe some things that weren't true about him because he had R by his name. And now we're friends. And it just took a little bit of bravery on both of our parts to be honest with each other and to talk on the phone and meet in person and just like say how we actually feel and think. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that's what we're doing on Project Next. So you can catch that interview on our shows. I just did that one on Wednesday. But then for you guys on YouTube, we really need YouTube subscribers. Tell them, Corinne, how to subscribe to YouTube.
Project Next Movement. Go to YouTube, Project Next Movement. The more, I mean, the way that all of this works is the more subscribers, the more engagement, the more followers, the more comments, likes, etc. That pushes our content out. And so it's the same thing on YouTube. It's the same thing on podcasts. You can find us on podcasts as well, wherever you listen to podcasts. And we're also on Substack. So yes, go to
I think
YouTube.
Substack is Project Next Indiana.
Okay. Yes. Go to Substack and find us. Find us on YouTube, Project Next Movement, and subscribe. Hit subscribe.
We've got 454 subscribers last time I checked. We need 1,000. Once we get 1,000, we can actually make a profit from YouTube. And so I'm pretty excited about that. We're getting thousands of views per show. We're getting usually around 2,000 to 5,000 views per show, mostly on Facebook. So that's great. But Facebook deletes the shows after 30 days. YouTube and podcasts, you can see all the shows easily.
They stay up forever.
So I really like YouTube. You can go to playlists, and once you subscribe, go to playlists, and you can find what show you like the best. Plots and Politics is Corinne's show. It's amazing. And you can click the newest one and you can just watch all of them. You can skip whichever ones you want. And then we've got a bunch of different shows. We've got the Round Table with Brian Zimmerman, where he's a Republican Special Forces veteran and he's sharing his incredible life story. Right now, we just ended with he arrived in Iraq in 2005 during the war, about ready to start meet a team he's never met before and go on missions and put his life on the line. So I can't wait to hear next.
You hear the
We're gonna
rest
do
of
it
that
tomorrow.
story. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna hear more tomorrow.
Good. What time is that tomorrow, Sarah?
I think it's at noon, but Brian is
Okay.
on vacation right now and not responding to my text messages. So
That's okay.
I'm guessing
Everybody
noon.
everybody go on vacation. Go do something.
I'm happy for him.
Yes.
He should get on vacation the rest of his life when to
Yeah.
hear all he's been through.
Yep.
I think he's amazing. He's a friend of mine. He gives such good advice. Oh my goodness. Because he knows all these, like, he has all this training to deal with people that are in charge. Yeah. I'll hook you up when you have like a question about talking to top people. I'll hook you up with him. He gives great advice.
Oh,
And it's
good.
like a sentence long.
Yeah.
He like thinks about it and then he says one sentence and then you're like, I am going to do that. That's genius.
Nice.
That's Brian. He's cool. And then we have Tim Peck is the co-founder of Project Next. He's a ER doctor who ran for Congress. That's how I met him in District 9 in Indiana, and he's running again. And he has been recovering from very serious stomach surgery. So that's why he's been out for a little while, but he's about ready to get on all the shows again. He has his own show called Dr. Tim, and that is really fantastic show for people that have health questions. And we have certain topics, and it's usually stuff that's going on right now, like bird flu. We do an episode on bird flu. We do an episode on the measles. And so you can ask your questions live or you can watch it later and ask, and we'll try to get back to you. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
So if you don't mind just subscribing to us on YouTube, maybe sending a show that you think a friend might like, sending it to them and ask them to follow on whatever platform they watch the shows. That helps us so much.
It does.
And then we're going to do shows again. What topic do you want to do next? Have you thought of it for your politics?
Yes. So I had a couple, but I do think after our conversation earlier, I want to talk about Hamilton County, and I want to talk about Herb Baumeister and Micah Beckwith, and then someone like Josh Lowry, who is working really hard to change things. But I kind of want to do a deep dive, only because both of those people are getting Hamilton County some national attention. And I'm trying to share our live on Instagram. So
you are multitasking, girl.
It just started playing. But no, I really want to do a deep dive in that because it's really interesting when a lot of people are learning about Hamilton County, and they're learning about it through some people that we don't think reflect our values and definitely don't reflect the Hamilton County of today. It's very difficult. And especially in a place like Indiana, we deal a lot with kind of being a national punching bag or stereotype, especially from media outlets that are, located in more blue.
They've lost hope. They just think Indiana's hopeless. They just left us.
They tell us all the time.
Yeah. It's like, oh, their government is extreme. They have no hope. And I'm like, we have hope. And
we're literally doing it right now. We're trying.
doing it right now with this conversation.
Yeah.
So don't give up on us. So some of the goals at Project Next, I just want to explain it because it's the same goals, but we're learning how to do it now since we're only a few months old.
Mm-hmm.
We want to unite the state and the country. We want to shine a light on how our government in Indiana is extreme and it doesn't reflect the majority of voters. However, they're very good at being quiet about being extreme. They don't want you to know what they're doing. They kind of lie to you and act like, oh, we're protecting you, just keep voting for us. But really, they're making laws that hurt the majority of us a lot, like significantly, especially with our money. And we're going to shine a light on that and say, we need better Republicans and better Democrats, independents, anybody else want to get in the ring. We need better people representing us in Indianapolis at the state level when they're making laws, and we have to work together. So I'm having Republicans on the show that are great people. Some of them are going to be on the ballot and you can vote for them. And then I have Democrats on the show, and I'm going to have a bunch of people running for the same race. I've already done that with Jackson Franklin and Sam Cooper. They're both running for Congress in District 5. Yep. And getting people so that they know who the people are on their ballot next May, and we drive up the primary voters, like a lot more voters come out and they pick the better person instead of the more extreme person. So we're going to do a lot to try to help with Indiana, but then we also do a lot just on how to unite the country. So you don't have to be from Indiana to follow us, and you can pick which shows you want. Some shows are more specific to Indiana, and some shows are just general mental health or general fascinating about Brian's life in the military and things. So yeah.
And this, and Laura, yeah, we understand. I mean, Laura said it's super hard to keep hope, but increasing registered voters, yeah, increasing registered voters and making sure that people actually get out to vote, and on election day in the primary too.
Yeah,
So
and the
yeah,
thing about gatekeeping is so true. There are people that are in positions of power on both sides in Indiana, both Democrats and Republicans, that want to keep themselves in power and they don't want to let new people in, even though new people have great ideas and are really passionate and driven. So they try to keep them out. We are all for bringing as many people in and joining and working together to get better people elected. So Project Next is not a Democrat or Republican media company. We're people first. So we will call that out. We've done that a lot. I've done that a lot, particularly trying to stop gatekeeping in Indiana. And it is a problem everywhere.
yeah.
So that is something that we have to do. And we're doing a show. I'm doing a show soon with Courtney Enochs all about how to get involved in your local party, either Democrat or Republican. And we will tell you how to do it. And it's a lot easier than you think. So yeah, we got fun stuff coming up. Oh, on Tuesday, I'm having somebody from Hoosier Action on.
Oh, good.
Tony from Hoosier Action, Tony Hostletter. I don't know how to say his last name. I got to figure that out.
I think it's Hostetler.
Have you heard of him?
I've heard of him, but I think it's Hostetler.
Yeah, he's big in Hoosier Action and also like thrive in helping people get over addiction issues. I cannot wait to have him on. So he's coming on Wednesday. And then guess what I'm doing Thursday? I haven't told you this. I'm doing another Mad Voters collab, and we're going to talk about what Indiana laws are coming. Get your tissues.
Get your tissues. It ain't going to be great. I know. I'm excited to talk. I get to talk. I'm not doing a show, but she and I are just meeting. Mad Voters Executive Director Amy Courtney. I get to have a chat. I love Amy. I got to meet her in person actually when I went to the Jennifer McCormick event that Tim Peck and I attended. I got to meet Amy in person. So she's phenomenal. She's their executive director. She and I are actually having a meeting tomorrow.
See if she wants to do your Plots and Politics show with you.
Yeah, I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would.
Yeah,
absolutely
so and we can just do a Mad Voters show. I actually have a template for it. We've done it twice now. This will be the third time where we just collab with Mad Voters. They're this amazing group of I think it's volunteers, amazing group of people that follow the state house and simplify what's going on there because it's too confusing and it's too many hours for like me personally to track. So I can read a Mad Voters meme and post and then learn what's going on with the state house that way. So Mad Voters has helped me immensely, and I feel kind of like fangirling that I get to work with them a little bit. Don't you think they're so awesome?
Mad Voters is awesome, and they're fairly new. They I think 2022 was really when they started mobilizing. So I mean, they're less than 3 years in to their
and they've done so
and their journey
much to help Indiana already.
Their education, their state house diligence and following everything that's going on, it's phenomenal what they are doing. So I'm really excited for them. You guys can follow
Mad Voters. They're everywhere.
Yes.
Mad Voters Indiana is a good way to look at them, but they're on YouTube, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, they're on all the places. But now we're doing a collab show. So we're doing another one Thursday at 10 in the morning, but you can watch after. Yeah, we're just trying. So Tara is a longtime listener. She's amazing. I went to high school with her.
Thank you, Tara.
She learns a lot from our shows. That's what we're trying to do because it's too confusing. It's too impossible for one person to track everything. So we get experts on, they teach us. Corinne's her own expert, let's be honest. And
I learn from really smart people. I learn from brilliant people.
Me too. And anyway, we just try to get the information out in ways that are not too confusing. So I'm just really fortunate we get to do Project Next.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful you're a part of it. You're so amazing.
I'm so happy I get to do it with you. Scott Aaron Rogers is another person that we work with on Project Next. He's got a weekly show coming up that we're going to launch. So I'm
excited
really
about that one.
For that one.
Yeah, me too.
So I just checked up his name. So yeah, he's Tony Hostetler. So he's either going to say it Hostetler or Hostetler.
Okay.
Up here in Amish country, we get Tony a little bit of both.
Hostetler. He has like a bunch of followers on Facebook and stuff. for
Yeah.
Hoosier Action.
So
Hoosier
Hoosier
Action's a
Action.
really good group. I can't wait to find more about them. I attended one Hoosier Action event, and that's when I really saw the amazingness of all their work and what they're doing. They are trying to influence our state legislators to make better choices that actually help the majority of us. And
Yep.
so that's same goal here at Project Next. So
Yep. And I
yeah, I
mean,
can't wait to have them on.
Laura is talking about where she lives, they're
Oh
facing a
yes.
huge increase in property taxes. And the final vote is coming up on Tuesday. So May 6th, and only 500 have voted so far out of 13,000.
Who gets to
Um,
vote for that?
I'm guessing everybody. It must be on the ballot.
So so next May 5th, next year,
No, I think it's Tuesday.
this Tuesday, there's a vote about this?
Yeah,
Wait, that's
May
tomorrow.
6th. May 6th.
May 5th
Oh,
is
she
Monday.
corrected it. She said May 6th,
May 6th.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So it
wow. I
must
don't
be
know.
whoever is in there. If it's a referendum or something, it must be whoever is in
Well,
their
you're in the
district.
Clark County area, right, Laura?
Silver Creek School
Silver Creek
referendum.
School.
Yeah.
Silver Creek School referendum. So
Yep.
that's Tuesday. So if you're
Yep.
in that area, you might want to find out what's going on there. There's a lot of Facebook groups where you can look up your area and you can ask and find out more info because
Yep. Yep.
it's
Only
only in
this.
that school district.
Yes.
Okay,
So it's
thanks,
it's a
Laura.
referendum on the ballot, and they're doing it in an off year. So
Probably in the hopes that people aren't paying attention so they can easily tax a bunch of your property taxes really high. The property tax thing's an issue that's been going on in Indiana for a while. We just got one in the mail. They keep jumping up the prices. It's like they don't want to raise taxes the regular way because they act like, they're not for that. So they just jack it up with property taxes and hope they get away with it. But now it's becoming really obvious that the
yeah.
property taxes don't look at all with what your house should be valued at. It's like, wait a
And
minute, what?
it's and then here in Indiana, which I'm sure is, what a school district like Silver Creek is dealing with. Like, we just saw SB1 become law, and it's been pitched as a property tax reduction when it's not. And it actually allows localities to increase your income tax, and it allows cities and towns to impose their own local income tax for the first time. It's huge. And Tiffany Stoner is she ran for state house last time in District 25. She did a great explainer video on each district, at least in her area, how much money they're losing. And she also talked, this is a really important point. The reason we base revenue on property taxes and not things like sales taxes or income taxes is because property taxes are stable and predictable. You can predict them years in the future. Income tax and sales tax are not predictable. They fluctuate wildly. So we can't really look at a forecast map and say our income taxes are going to be X in 2028 because we don't know. So Tiffany did a good job of breaking that down. And so when we get away from property taxes funding our local government. So these are schools, police, fire, your road crews, your, funding local governments. When we get away from property taxes being the main source of revenue and we switch over to this local income tax model, not only are your taxes not going down, please remember your taxes are not going down. Even if your property taxes go down $200 or $300 a month, which at most, a year, they will go down $300 a year. At most, your income taxes will go up. So, and if your assessed value just went up, like most of ours did, I got my assessed value and I got in a group text with my family and found out, even though mine jumped a lot, my family's went up even more than me.
Wow.
So, I think, but what did yours go up? If you don't want to say, that's fine. I think mine went up 20.
Oh, I don't know. I just know they went up. We just got it back, but I don't know by how much. Wow.
25,000. And I'm on the low end for all the people that I was talking to. So yeah, it does.
It's a big problem, and nobody talks about it. And one reason we don't talk about it is it's confusing. I'm not good with math. I'm already confused. So we should probably do a show about it and have an expert on that can talk about what they know about it to simplify it so we can understand the problem. I'm also trying
I
to get somebody from Citizens Action Coalition about our energy prices. Our bills are going up,
oh
especially
my
if you
gosh.
have Duke Energy. There's one in Jasper area that's really jacked up their prices. And basically the people that we elected, that we put into power, they gave away our rights to govern energy prices, and they let the energy companies be in charge of the prices. Shocker alert, most of the companies are jacking up our energy prices.
You don't say.
I
I
know.
never saw that
REMC
coming.
is an amazing company. My parents have them and a bunch of other people in Harrison County. That's a local company. They do not jack up their prices, but
Yeah.
they're like really driven. The people on the board, the people in charge are like good human beings, and they work super hard to monitor the prices. Duke Energy, who I have, they are not like that. They
No.
are doing shady things to jack up the prices. So I want to have Citizens Action Coalition so they can explain it to me, because I am not talented in numbers. I get very confused and lost, and like I can't remember the data. So I want to have an expert on there, hopefully. But there's a lot of issues of things going on that we can inform the public about, and that's what we're
Mhm.
trying to do with Project Next. So thank you if you invited your friends on Facebook. Again, go to our profile page, and at the top, click the three dots and invite your friends.
Yes,
And then
please.
if you would please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Project Next. You can look it up. It's Project Next Movement. Find us, subscribe, look at the playlists. That's the easy way to see all our shows, because they disappear on Facebook after 30
Yep.
days. So yeah. And like, don't forget, Corinne's got a Facebook, Plots and Politics with Corinne Straight. She
And we
doesn't
are
need
up
any
to
help on
we are
TikTok.
we are up to 459 subscribers now on our YouTube for Project Next.
That's 5 more. That's good.
And
Thank you.
yeah, and just highlighting, I mean, Laura here. So 6 years ago, they paid 267 for their house. In 6 years, it's gone up $130,000. So it's hard to not look at that and say, are our local assessors trying
They're doing
to
something shady here.
make
They're-
up for the loss that's coming from the
They don't
state?
want to raise your taxes in an obvious way, so they're raising your taxes in a not as obvious way, and
You
then
know who
it's
I'm going to
messing
have
things
on?
up.
You know who I want to have on, Sarah, and you
Who?
and I should do. So Jason Critchlow is the Portage Township trustee, and he's up in, so Portage Township is up in St. Joe County, Indiana, so the South Bend area. And he is one of the few Democratic township
Oh,
trustees in the
nice.
state. There's only a couple of them.
Does he understand this stuff?
He breaks it down like a genius. He
Have him
does.
on the show. If
He
he can
talks about
explain it to me, then
where your
anybody can
taxes
get it.
go, where how much goes to what, he's so good at it. So I'm going to reach out to him and see if he wants to do a show with us. He would be great.
That's genius. Yes,
And
ask
so
that.
yeah, so he's kind of, he does some whiteboard stuff like I do. So he
Oh,
really
loving
like
the
yeah,
whiteboard. Yep.
he
Yep.
breaks it down. So let's reach out to him, because it's hard, Laura. I feel you. I opened up my assessment and I'm like, what the hell? I mean, and anybody who remembers the housing bubble that we dealt with that led to the Great Recession, 2008 and 9, the housing price inflation, like we've been here before.
We're doing
it's
it
just
again.
not
I
sustainable.
watched that movie with Brad Pitt. What was it called? The something short.
The Big Short.
The Big Short. And I
Christian
sort of got it.
Bale, Steve Carell,
A lot
so
of,
good.
yeah, it's good to watch. So I watched that. It's based on a book. And then at the end, they said, "Oh, we're doing it again. They've just renamed the things."
Yes.
So they're like, "It's going to happen again." Well, now we're seeing it. It's
Yep.
going to happen again. Yeah.
Oh, Ray, I'm going to put this comment up because it's funny. Ray said, "Ladies, OMG, I was watching a 3-day-old video this whole time." Well, thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for the laugh. That's adorable. You
Yep.
can go back and watch this. Once this live is over, you can go back and watch it. That is
Yep.
so cute. Oh my goodness. Love
That is good. But I want to the playlist here, the playlist where it's all broken down is really really helpful.
You're talking about our YouTube channel?
Yes.
Yes, I love our playlist. My husband set that up for me because I didn't even know that was an option, and now I know how to do it.
Nice. I'm
Oh,
gonna
good
just
job,
share our screen here, and I'll block our
And then I'm doing these fun location live shows too.
so
Those are fun. So that's one. I talked to a pride group in Salem, Washington County, last week, was it 2 weeks ago? And that was so fun to meet these people that do this pride group. And then I went to the Commons in Columbus, which is a fun free playground that's indoor. That was just fun. So anyway, you never know what's gonna pop up on Project Next. And then my husband's doing a cooking show. He's got a pizza one coming up that's going to be amazing. My husband makes the best pizza in the world,
Oh, I can't wait.
in my opinion. And yeah. So anyway, and then Fine Plots and Politics with Corinne. Yeah.
Yep. So
Anyway.
all of them are organized by playlist. And so you can easily find what show you want to watch. And yeah, it would be that would be awesome if y'all could go find us on the YouTubes.
Yes, please subscribe and please share like a show you think would help one of your friends. You know,
Mhm.
like you're reading one and you're like, oh, this is on anxiety. We did a show about anxiety. It's like, oh, well, this would help my friend who is telling me she's got high anxiety or he's got high anxiety. You could just, copy and paste the link and text it to them. And the whole point of Project Next is to make your life better. And then also we want to unite communities. So I don't town halls. Girl, are you going to go to town halls? Do you want to do live town halls, Corinne?
We could do live town halls. I don't care. Give me a microphone. You know I'll talk into it.
It is so easy to go live on your phone, Corinne. I need you
Yep.
to try it because I was trying to do all this sophisticated, expensive sound technology, but I realized my phone is the easiest
Yes.
to do.
And
So
you can, and I have a couple of different, I've got, this is my stationary mic that stays wherever I'm recording or streaming, but I also have portable microphones and a lapel mic that plug right into my phone, which is really nice. And then it helps the audio and it drowns out background noise because
no,
sometimes,
that's
especially
nice.
if you're attending an event, like you don't want to hear all
Oh,
the
good. So
background
you do have
noise.
something. Yeah. So
Yes.
you can go live on your phone, girl, for Project Next whenever you want.
Oh,
As long
RJ is
as Yeah, so
RJ.
RJ, you're in my area. The next DIM meeting for Harrison County is Tuesday, May 13th at 7 p.m. It's at the Harrison County Community Foundation in Cordon, which is on the road where the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA is. So you just look up Harrison County Community Foundation at 7 o'clock, Tuesday the 13th. I won't be at that one. Normally I'm at the meetings. Normally I speak at some of them. I will be at a fundraising event for Tim Peck. It's the beginning of him announcing his run for Congress. So I'll be in New Albany that day. If you are in the New Albany area, you can come to the Tim Peck event on May 13th as well. I think it starts at 6. It's going to be in her backyard. It's going to be so many people are going to come to the Tim Peck event that people are going to have to be turned away. So you might want to come a little early. I'm pretty excited about that one because it's it's the first kickoff of his running for Congress.
That's going to be so good. That's going to be so good.
People are very excited.
Yeah, and RJ, thank you. RJ
Yeah.
also says if y'all need audio and tech help, I used to work in radio. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I need to meet you in person.
Oh yes, I know. I was
help.
an audio person and a TV production person, so
nothing stresses me out more than audio for my Project Next shows.
Yeah, we need to get you one of those portable lapel mics. It plugs right into the end of your phone.
Yeah, I don't know why mine doesn't do that. I have the mics, but they don't do that.
Yes, you either there's the receiver just goes right in the end of the phone. It's awesome. Yep, it's awesome. So Ray says, wait, Tim, where? So where can Ray go to find information?
I don't want to announce it on the show because it's at someone's house, but you can research it. So it's at a person's house in New Albany on May 13th. And if you go to Tim Peck stuff on like Facebook, you will find it. So it's Tim Peck for Congress on Facebook, and then you'll see the address. But basically it's probably going to be too many people, so come early. I think it starts at 6. Get there a little bit early so that you can make sure you can come. It's going to be a good time. There's going to be a lot of people there. So then you will see you are not a blue dot in a red sea. A lot of red people are upset with the extremism in Indiana government, and they will be at this event too. So, that's cool. Yeah.
RJ,
that's in person,
awesome.
please.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I could use help. Okay. And then Brian just messaged me letting me know about the showtime. It's going to be, I think, at 2 because he's in Utah and he said he wants at noon in Utah. So I think it's going to be at 2 here tomorrow.
Okay.
So
awesome.
That'll be new for me.
And then Sarah, do you while we're on here, we might as well just do scheduling because we're talking and nobody cares. Everybody.
What time do you want to do? Let's see. What do I have on Friday? What's the Friday?
Friday's the 9th.
Okay. I don't have anything so far. What do you want to do?
I don't either. Do you want to do 11?
Sure. 11. Wait, keep editing. Where did it go? Okay, I'll write that down. My phone's not working. Okay, so you heard it first. We're going to learn all about Hamilton County and Micah Beckwith and probably
Herb
Christian nationalism
Baumeister.
on Friday. Plots and Politics with Corinne Straight, and me being blown away learning stuff. Yeah.
It's a very fascinating and very sad story.
Aw. Thanks
But
for following us. Thanks for inviting your friends on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. And don't give up hope.
no.
There's so many of us around. You just need to find them. You need to go to some events locally, find your people, connect with them, and work together at whatever issue you care the most about. And we can do this. We can make our state better. It doesn't matter what state you're in right now. You can make your state better. You just got to find your people. And that's why we use social media.
And Ray, this is a really good question because there are a lot of, Facebook still has a ton of users, but there are a lot of people who are like, I hate Facebook, I'm not doing it. When you reach out to your local chapters, whoever it is, whether it's an activist organization, whether it's a political party organization, nonprofit, whatever, ask if they have a website. If they don't, getting a Substack is very easy to do. The second thing I would recommend is looking into a Discord or a Signal chat. That is just a chat that can be housed on your phone and you can invite people to join. So that's another way that you can start. And maybe even you could offer that. Say, hey, I'm not somebody that enjoys Facebook. People can share information from Facebook, but Facebook
just
has
look at other places, and then if you have to, just go to Facebook for a little bit and then delete it off your phone or whatever.
Yes.
But like look for it. So we have a Facebook page with Harrison County Democrats. We have a website. We have an Instagram. So if you didn't want to use Facebook or Instagram, you can look at the website. But our website doesn't always have the most current information. You don't have to go until 2. It's not 1. Sorry, my kid wants to go to his band concert way too early. But yeah, I gotta go because I gotta get lunch before we go to his cute little band concert.
Have
See him play snare
fun.
drum and stuff. And thanks everybody. Please share the stuff. Thanks for following on YouTube. Corinne, thanks for doing like 2 hours with me today, girl.
This is, like I said, it's raining outside.
Glad it's raining.
I can't plant any stuff because it's raining, but I think we are finally past our last risk of frost up here. So
yay.
I'm getting
it's got to be a little colder up there, 4.5 hours north of me.
Yes.
It is a little...
So we just had frost last week. So
thanks everybody that came on. Thanks for crossing over to the other various
to the other platforms.
We've been doing some traveling.
Keep sharing, y'all. Keep sharing.
I'm hungry. I need lunch. So I'm getting a little loopy.
That's all right.
What it is.
And then and I'll get tired and then we'll go, this shit'll really go off the rails.
Was it Instagram? You almost fell over.
I did almost fall over because I was recrossing my legs because
I'm socks. Yep.
I'm perpetually a
kindergarten. Oh, thanks. RJ even subscribed on Twitch, so maybe now I got 9 people.
I love Twitch, y'all.
Twitch is really fun. Maybe
Twitch is so fun. You will find so many people. Yeah, you can find anything you want on Twitch.
People are just like, but you're not a gamer. When I say I'm on Twitch,
you don't have to be a gamer. No, it's everything. It's pop culture. It's just conversation. It's interviews. It's
that's what we're doing. Yeah.
It's so cool. My husband went his band, they did a Twitch live stream interview that was really cool.
I think it's so funny how much we have in common. My husband is also in a band.
Yes.
Yeah, our boys are in percussion.
Yep.
It's so funny.
Well, both of our men play bass.
We're both divorced.
Yep.
And we're both into trying to save Indiana.
Yep.
Yeah. We got a lot of, I understand why we're friends and I'm grateful for it. Yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, love you.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye.